Joining me now at the Okta Gov Identity Summit is Sabrina Lea, Director of DOD Programs at Okta. Sabrina, thank you so much for joining us today. Sabrina, where has government made some of its biggest gains over the past year in modernizing identity management capabilities?
So I support the Department of Defense right now, and I would say in working with them over the past few months, the biggest two things I've seen is that they're standing up these enterprise ICAM offices and enterprise ICAM initiatives, ICAM being identity, credential, access management. So just recognizing that identity really needs to be its own strategic investment is a big gain that I've seen. And then the other one I think would probably be that they're focusing a lot on federation these days. And when we talk about federation in the identity space, what that means is my agency trusting your agency from an identity perspective. So imagine I resign from the Air Force and I need my VA benefits. That situation is not seamless right now from an identity perspective. I have two different identities in those environments, right? And so trusting each other's identity systems and implementing federation has become top of mind, and I think that's a big advancement.
Sabrina, how are modern cloud-based identity platforms helping to accelerate the government's efforts to meet the administration's zero trust security mandates?
Yeah, I would say modern authentication in general, modern identity in general, is helping because of the new standards that have been created, not so much new, but standards like SAML and OIDC really allow all of us identity vendors to work together. And not so much just to work together, but also to work with zero trust security vendors. So a great example, for Okta, we have over 7,000 pre-built apps for various zero trust security vendors out there. And so perfect example would be if you're running an endpoint detection software and it tells me through an API, through our integration, that your endpoint is now risky, I'll make new identity decisions about you. I'll say, okay, well, I'm not gonna let you in from that device anymore because the EDR told me that device is risky. So those pre-built integrations and modern standards are, I think, the two biggest things that modern auth is bringing to the table.
Sabrina, great thoughts. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks a lot.